Hello friends, welcome to Oracle Expert channel. So today I will show you how to create the supplier in Oracle. Okay, so let's navigate for supplier entry. Just I will wait for the launching the form. Once the supplier form is open, so I will create the supplier. And I will tell you the about the fields, what is the use of these fields and these fields. Okay, so I will click on the create supplier. So guys, you may be confused like okay, because I'm working on the 12.2.7. Okay, so there is some minor changes on the screen on the lookout. Okay, so if you see the front screen for 12.2.7, it looks like the ADF. Okay, so in the normal other versions, okay, you cannot see like this type of screen 12.1.3, 2.3. Enter again. Okay, okay, now it's working fine. Okay, so first thing, like you can see the supply type, standard supplier, and second one is the supplier used to process expense payment to internal employees. Okay, so there are two types of supplier types. One is the standard supplier and second one is the uh, expense type. Okay, so which is normally used for the employees. I will create the standard supplier now. Organization name means supplier name. We'll give the supplier name EBS supplier. Okay, if you want to give the alias alternate supplier name, so you can give, otherwise you can keep null. Suppose if you have a tax registration number, so you can enter the tax registration number. Say example 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so tax registration number, apply. Okay, create new organization. Under 12.217, you can see means if the system find any supply which is like okay related with the existing supplier, okay, some detail like the tags, batch registration number or the supply name, so it shows like the possible matching organization like this. No problem, we are creating a new supplier. So it will tell you like this supplier is matching the information 60%, okay, with this supplier, EVS supplier, which is our new supplier. Okay, so okay, in the supplier we have three things. Okay, first is the supplier header. Okay, so once you create the supplier, okay, now you want to use this supplier for multiple sites. Okay, so this is just supply creation. Okay, but you cannot use this supplier on invoice, means anywhere, okay, where you can select the supplier. Okay, so now I will create the site. Once the site is created, then I can use for the for booking the invoice. Okay, to address book, create, I will create the site for this supplier. Now I have supplier, EVS supplier. Okay, this supplier having the multiple sites. Okay, so based on the site you can create multiple site. Say example, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, address line suppose street 10, block 1, city Bush, state Dubai, postal code and address name Dubai site. Okay, if you have any other information like phone area, phone number, this one. Okay, so address purpose. Okay, this is the address purpose. So like where you want to use this address purpose, like for purchasing or payments, whatever. Okay, if you want to uh, check like purchasing payment, it's not a problem. Okay, I can check this one and continue. Apply. Okay, now site is created. I will again click on the manage site. Okay. So if you want to inactive the site, you can inactive from here. And if you want to open the any additional field for the additional information, okay, which you cannot place, you don't have any field on the site level to place that information, so you can create a DFF and you can means place your information in the additional attribute. Communication, phone area, phone number. Okay, if you have any like communication details, so you can. Okay, so I will go apply. Okay, now site is created. So contact directory. I will create contact for this. Okay, for this site. Okay, means I will enter the information for the who is the contact person for this supplier. Suppose if I have to contact for any information or for any further details of invoice like clarification of payment, so whom I need to contact. Okay, so Mr. Choose Brown, so contact person, and you can enter the email address. Suppose joes@gmail.com, whatever company email address, whatever. Okay, the suppliers provide the email address detail. Okay, you can give the and phone number, for example, like 12345 6 phone number you can enter. Okay, apply. Okay, now the contract is created. Click on the business classification. If you have any business classification for applicable, so you can make it applicable. Okay, those business classification. Banking detail. Okay, so this banking detail tab is used for to enter the supplier banking detail. Okay, so normally this banking detail, if you are using the EBS electronic banking system, okay, so it means you have to fill the information for the supplier bank detail because you will make a EBS payment. Okay, so how it's work? First, the supplier, if your organization is using the EBS, okay, so your AP team will ask for the supplier bank account number. So supplier will provide the all details like the bank name, branch name, account, IVN number, everything. Okay, whatever information is required. Okay, so you have to fill all the information here on the banking detail. Okay, once you make a payment, it will go directly hit the supplier bank account. Okay, through the EBS. So there's no need to print a check or these things. So this tab is okay normally used for the banking details. Okay, now come to the accounting. Okay, in the accounting you can see the liability account. Okay, this liability account comes from the setup. Okay, like payable options. From here I can show you options, financial options. If you see the liability account 2210. Okay, 2210. If you want to overwrite, okay, so you can also overwrite. You can change this account to any other liability account. It's up to you. Okay, prepayment. Same prepayment account came from the financial options. Same account. Okay, bills, payables, and distribution set. Okay, if you have created any distribution set and whenever you are creating an invoice, you want to default distribution account, so it will automatically populate it once you link the distribution set here. Okay, I will save. Okay, now tax and reporting. Okay, so this is for the like uh, tax reporting purpose. Okay, so here you can give the all information of organization types and the tax classification. Okay, but normally it's used for the uh, US, because in US they have 1099. Okay, so for this one they they give the name of the reporting name, organization type, because they need to generate the 1099 report for the supplier. Okay, so normally, okay, this is used for the tax reporting purpose. Okay, okay, this is a purchasing. Okay, for the purchasing, which one, the ship to, bill to, location, all these things, self billing, freight. Okay, receiving. We don't require anything for the receiving and the purchasing if we are not using the purchasing module. And if we are using the purchasing module, then we have to do some setup for this one. Okay, now this is the payment detail. The payment details. Okay, this is a header part. This one. Okay, if I click, suppose payment method check, means whatever payment I will make for this supplier, I will make through the check. Okay, the second is, this is site. Okay, on the site I will select the electronic. So what is the difference between header and site? Actually, when you create the invoice, okay, then system check the supplier payment method from the site level. If on the site level it's null, then it will pick automatically from the header level. Okay, so now on the site level I have clicked on the electronic, so it will select the electronic only, not the check, because check on the header level and electronic on the site level. So I'm done, and I will save it. Okay, this is a relationship. Okay, this is used for the factoring payment, means factoring supplier or the or remit to supplier. Okay, Say for example, if you are a supplier A, okay, and you want to directly pay to supplier B, we hop on A, okay, so you have to provide the details, means a supplier V detail. So the supplier V will be linked with the supplier A. Okay, so whenever any payment will happen, it will go to the supplier B, not supplier A. But invoice is actually booked for supplier A. Okay, but the payment and the check, the remittance name will be issues for the supplier V, because we have relationship, and this relationship is normally used for to make a factoring supplier payment. Okay, means we have on supplier A, the company is paying to supplier V, because supplier A is approved. Whatever invoice you have in your system, you have to pay to supplier B. Okay, so he's like giving you permission. So you have to add the supplier okay, V details. Invoice management. Okay, so this is the header part and this is the side part. Okay, so whatever changes I will make it on the site level. Okay, invoice amount limit, I don't want to give any invoice amount limit. Okay, because if you give the invoice amount limit, then you can book only till the limit. Okay, you can book the invoice only. Invoice tolerance, no. Invoice match options, if you are having the purchasing module, then okay, you have to select which option you want to use, purchase order or receipt, because once you match invoice with the purchase or receipt, okay, the all information will automatically match. Okay, invoice currency and hold from payment. Okay, suppose if any reason you don't want to pay to supplier and you want to make all the invoices on hold. Okay, so here if you select the all the invoices automatically hold, you cannot pay, okay, until you uncheck this checkbox, the whole checkbox. Okay, same for unmatched payment, unvalidated invoice. Okay, these are the like checkbox for hold the payment. Okay, and you have to mention the reason, okay, why you want to hold for the payment. Okay, now next is payment tab. In the payment tab, currency USD, payment priority. Okay, it's up to you, like what payment priority you want to give, because based on the payment priority, if you want to select all the invoices in the PPR, then you can select pay group. Okay, you know, okay, you can select the pay group, the more tab, okay, which pay group you want to link. Terms, okay, what payment terms you have with supplier. Okay, so you can link payment terms here. Okay, terms date basis invoice. Okay, means here's 45 net, and the term statement is basis is invoice. So which means suppose the invoice is created on 1st January. Okay, so the due date will be 14th of February, because 45 net, the invoice date plus the terms equal to the due date. Okay, pay date basis due. We don't want any discount or this thing. Supply preference. Okay, saved. So now you can see your supplier is created. Okay, and now the supplier is ready for to book the invoices. Okay, thanks everyone for watching the video. Okay, and if you have any query and any issues or any question, you can leave the comment and I will try to respond as soon as possible. Okay, so if you have any doubt or anything, okay, you can just okay, comment on my channel on the channel. Okay, so I will reply with you, I will reply with you with the solution. Okay, thank you, bye bye.